Kieran and Indra were two monks who lived in harmony and devoted their life to the teachings of their order at a lonely monastery tucked away in a peaceful nature. They had taken an oath of celibacy and were not allowed to have any physical contact with women at all. They kept their vows close at hand as a symbol of their dedication to the chosen spiritual path. When an anxious woman named Elena approached the monastery one cool, misty morning, the peace was disrupted. She had made the long and risky journey to the monastery shelter, but her way was cut off by a river that was moving quickly. As she stood at the edge of the water, realizing she would need assistance to cross, desperation flooded her eyes. Kieran, known for his sympathetic behavior, observed her situation. Despite being aware of the laws, he still couldn't stand to watch her in pain. As Kieran approached Elena and carefully assisted her in crossing the river, the other monks and Indra watched in shock. Even though he was only holding her arm for a short while, he made sure she was safe. The woman was deeply grateful, her eyes filled with tears of appreciation. She gave a sincere thank you, proceeded on her way, and soon vanished into the trees. When Kieran went back to the monastery, Indra's vigilant eyes followed him everywhere. Weeks passed, and the event at the riverbank grew to be a dark cloud that hanging over the two monks. One evening, as they sat together in deep contemplation, Indra's curiosity got the better of him, and he turned to Kieran. Indra hesitantly said,
"Kieran, I must question you about something I've been thinking about for quite some time. You deliberately disobeyed our commitment to not touch women when you assisted the woman in crossing the river. I find myself wondering, why did you do that?"
Kieran smiled gently and turned to Indra.
"Indra, my dear brother, I did indeed help that woman cross the river. However, I left her on the other side of the river while you have carried her in your mind ever since."
At that moment of realization, Indra was deeply ashamed of himself for not being able to let go of the event. He saw that letting go of the mental attachments and judgments that might block their spiritual progress, in addition to avoiding from physical touch, was the real meaning of their monastic vows. The two monks resumed their practice the following day with a clearer comprehension of the responsibility placed on their hearts and thoughts rather than their deeds.